Hello once again and welcome to Daleville Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. We're coming to you from Daleville High School where the Lapel Bulldogs invade Bronco Gymnasium to take on the Broncos in a non-conference game this evening. And before we look at the matchups, I will let you know that the JV Broncos were defeated tonight by a strong Lapel Bulldog JV team by the score of 71-33. As we look at the matchups, as I said, Lapel, they're coached by the veteran Jimmy Howe. They enter tonight's game with a 3-3 record. The Bulldogs are big. They're talented. They're probably one of the best 3-3 teams in the state. Their losses have come to 4A Pendleton Heights, 57-53, 3A Guerin Catholic, 62-53, and 6-2 Wapahani by the score of 82-74 in overtime. Their wins have come over Anderson, Frankton, and Muncie Burris. Lapel looks to climb back over the 500 mark this evening if they can beat Daleville and also Sheridan before they enter Madison County tournament play beginning on the 31st of December. Daleville is coached by Tyler Stotler. They are 2-6 currently. They're 0-4 Mid-Eastern Conference play. The Broncos are looking to snap a two-game losing streak as they dropped two conference games last weekend in heartbreaking fashion by the scores of, actually they lost to Blue River 42-40 and to Westdale 57-54. We will take a break and we'll come back with the starting lineups. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Before we get you those starting lineups, we will turn it over to our public address announcer, Dave Parkinson, and listen to the national anthem.
Good evening, and welcome to Daleville High School at this time. If you all would please stand, face the flag, and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And
As we look at the starting lineups for the seedings contest, first for the visiting Bulldogs of Lapel, starting at one guard will be Carson Huber. He's a 5'7" junior. He averages 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists per contest. Starting at another guard will be Kobe Bullard. He's a 5'11" junior. He wears number 40. By the way, Huber wears number 10. Bullard is 40. He's 5'11" junior. Averages 1.1 rebound and 1 assist per contest. At one forward is Cole Alexander. He wears 34. He's 6'2", junior forward. He averages 13.2 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists per contest. Another forward is Luke Richardson. He's 6'5.5", senior. He wears number 44, averages 23.4 points per game, 12.5 rebounds a game, and 2.5 assists per contest. And a third forward is number 50, Bryce Carpenter. He's also 6'5". He's a junior. He wears, as I said, number 50. He averages 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists per contest. Looking at our own Daleville Broncos, starting at one guard will be freshman Tim Arnold. He averages 5.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 3 assists per contest. And another guard will be Derek Lawrence. He wears number 2. Arnold wears 1. Lawrence wears 2. Lawrence averages 10.4 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist per contest. The third guard's Connor Fleming. He averages 10 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists. He's a junior. He wears number 5. At a fourth guard will be Camden Leisure. He's a freshman. He wears number 12. He averages 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per contest. And at a forward is number 25, Will McKinney. He averages 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per contest. Those are your starting lineups for tonight's ball game. We'll take another break and be back with the opening tip-off after a couple minutes here. You're listening to Bronco basketball on Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville Broncos. We're just about ready to get things started. Once again, Lapel starts. Number 44, Richardson. Number 50, Carpenter. Number 34, Arnold. Number 40, that is Bullard. And number 10, which is Huber. Stepping in to jump it up for the Broncos is Will McKinney. Tips up and controlled by Lapel. Huber with it across the timeline, being pressured there by the Broncos. Number 5, Fleming, works the ball around here between the circles now on the near side. Huber again gets it out on top to Carpenter. Carpenter shot fake. Gives it back over to Huber on the right elbow. The right wing, I should say. They're working around the perimeter. Back to Carpenter it goes. He spots up for a three-pointer on the left wing. It's no good. Rebound squared off by Fleming of Daleville. Fleming now between the circles. Goes high right side to Arnold. Arnold down on the baseline. It goes. And they go down inside to Fleming. Fleming dunks it off inside to Will McKinney, and he scores it. Makes it a 2-0 Bronco lead. Huber with it across the timeline for Daleville on the high left side. Goes high right side or left side to Bullard. Now between the circles to Carpenter. Carpenter looks on the dribble. Goes high left side to Richardson. Richardson drives left baseline, pull up. Jump shot's no good. But he goes to the floor in a heap, and he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. That foul goes against McKinney. That's his first. Luke Richardson to the line, averaging 23.5 points per ball game. His first free throw is up and good. Second free throw by Richards. Rims out, no good. Rebound cleared off by Arnold. He gets it off to the Broncos, Connor Fleming. Fleming with it now between the circles. Drives right elbow using the ball screen from McKinney. Now drives right baseline. He picks up his dribble. He's in trouble looking. Tries to dump it off to Arnold, but it goes off Arnold and out of bounds. Bulldog basketball. They'll have it on the near side here in front of the Daleville cheering section. 2-1 your score. Broncos lead it. Broncos lead it by 1. Huber with it between the circles for Lapel, being guarded by Fleming. He goes high left side to Carpenter. Carpenter on the dribble. Goes between the circles to Bullard. Now back to Carpenter. Carpenter's three-pointer left wing is up, in and out, no good. Rebound fought for. Got a whistle. Foul against Lapel. I think they're going to get Richardson. That's his first. Team's first. Substitution for Lapel. In the lineup for the first time is number 14, Noah Frazier. Fleming with it now for Daleville. Penetrates into the lane, puts up a scoop shot. It's off the back iron. No good. Rebound's pulled off by Frazier of Lapel. He brings it up himself. Frazier now goes down on the baseline. They reverse it around. Frazier has it between the circles. Now they go finally get it down inside to Richardson, whose reverse layup's no good. We got a whistle. The foul's going to go against the Broncos. That goes against McKinney. So Will's got 2 early fouls. Not good news for Daleville as Richardson's first free throw rattles around and fall in. Will's going to come out. And in the lineup for the Broncos for the first time this evening will be Caden Gotthrop. Richardson's second free throw's up and good. Makes it a 3-2 Bulldog lead. Arnold triggers the ball inbounds to Fleming. Fleming now high right side. Reverses it around, penetrates. They give it to Arnold. Arnold penetrates, kicks it back out to Lawrence. Lawrence centers it. Now goes to Fleming, high right side. He penetrates into the lane, kicks it out to Arnold. Arnold's three-pointer's up and good. Tim Arnold knocks down a 3, puts Daleville up by the score 5-3. Huber with it for Lapel. They work it around on the baseline. It goes to Alexander. They skip it across to Frazier. Frazier goes down inside to Richardson. Richardson dribbles it on the end line. Turnover Bulldogs, gives the ball back over to Daleville. So far, Lapel looking quite human. We'll see if Broncos can take advantage of these early miscues. Arnold with it high left side. Gets it to Gothard between the circles. Gets it over to Fleming, high right side. Fleming now on the dribble, backs it out. He penetrates in the lane, kicks it out to Leisure. Leisure's three-pointer left wing is up and good. Camden Leisure with a 3 puts the Broncos up by a 5 spot. Lapel goes high right side to Frazier, gets it out on top. They work around the perimeter. Huber with it now. Runs into his own man, dumps it off to Richardson. Richardson left wing, being guarded by Gothard. Gets it to Bullard between the circles, near side now to Frazier. They go down inside to Alexander. Alexander's turnaround shot is no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul goes on Derek Lawrence. It's his first, team's third. First free throw by Alexander is short. Alexander's second free throw is up and good. Makes it an 8-4 contest. And Alexander sits down, and entering the lineup for Lapel tonight is Reed Ratzlaff. Fleming with it for Daleville, high right side, working against man-to-man defense. He penetrates in the lane, scoop shots up, no good. He gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Lawrence. Now to Arnold between the circles. He penetrates, gives it off to runner in the lane is no good there by Fleming. Up with it for the Bulldogs. They go down inside to Richardson. Richardson turn around, jump shots knocked away. They're going to get a foul against Gothard as the Bronco faithful were not happy. Thought that Gothard got all ball there. But Luke Richardson will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws nonetheless. Richardson's first free throw's up and good. Max Stecker enters the lineup for the first time for the Broncos. He replaces Tim Arnold. Richardson readies his second free throw. It's also good. Makes it an 8-6 Bronco lead. So 2-point ball game. Fleming now across the timeline for the Broncos. He penetrates, backs it back out. Connor still on the dribble. Looking. Spin dribble in the lane. Puts up another scoop shot. This one's no good, but he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. That foul goes against Colby Bullard of Lapel. It's his first, team second. Fleming's first free throw rims in and out, no good. Connor readies his second one. This one's good. Puts the Broncos up by 3, 9-6, as we near the 4-minute mark here of the first quarter. Lapel works the ball around the perimeter. They go down inside now to Richardson. Richardson puts up a point blank layup, misses it, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out, and they take it around the perimeter. This time it's Bullard with a 3-point shot. It's too strong. Rebound loose and fought for. Fleming had it, but he lost it. They dump it off into the lane to Bullard. He misses it. And we're going to get a foul against Richardson of Lapel. Gives the ball. Correction, apparently that went against Daleville. Connor Fleming they're going to get. It's his first, team's 5th. Lapel gets the ball in bounds. Frazier has it now between the circles, goes high left side to Bullard, now to Huber. They give it to Richardson on top, and they say before he drove, he shuffled his feet. Turnover to Lapel. So Broncos with opportunities here to extend this lead if they can take advantage here in the early going. Stecker triggers the ball inbounds to Fleming. Fleming walks across the timeline slowly. Now to Stecker near side. He penetrates, goes into the lane. Little runners up, no good. Rebound loose and fought for, picked up by Frazier of Lapel. Frazier goes down the baseline to Richardson, skips it across near side to Bullard. Then they go down inside to Huber. Huber's little 8-foot jump shots from the baseline is no good. Rebound's cleared off by Daleville. Fleming has it now. Penetrates, gives it off. Lawrence's 14-foot jump shot rolls in and out, no good. Stecker gets the rebound, has it blocked away. It's loose on the floor. Stecker puts a reverse layup in this time, rolls around and falls in. So after getting a shot blocked, Stecker got his own rebound, put it back up and scored. It puts Daleville back up on top by 5. Lapel with the basketball. They go down inside to Richardson. Richardson, short jump shot in the lanes, up and good, makes it an 11-8 score. Richardson's a load to stop once he gets the ball down inside the low block. Fleming now high right side. On the dribble, penetrates, kicks it out to Lawrence. Lawrence penetrates into the lane, gives it off to Leisure. Leisure penetrates in the lane, goes down inside to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb scores. Nice get pass and finish there from Leisure to Gottlieb, makes it a 13-8 Bronco lead. Frazier with it on the baseline for Lapel. They reverse it around. Huber with it now on the left wing. Gets it back out on top to Frazier. Frazier's 3-pointer straight away. In and out, no good. Rebounds pulled off by Richardson. They're going to get Caden Gottlieb on the foul on the block out there. First foul from Gottlieb, 6th on the team. So Lapel will take the ball out of bounds. They trigger the ball inbounds. It comes here. They go baseline. Frazier's 3-pointer. It is off the iron. No good. Rebound is put back up and scored by number 54, White, who's in the lineup for the first time this evening. So White scores it, trims the Bronco lead to 3, 13-10. Nice runner in the lane there by Connor Fleming. Makes it a 15-10 ball game. Broncos back up by 5. Lapel with it. They go down inside to Richardson. Richardson gets the ball deep in the low post and scores again. Broncos cannot allow him to get it that deep. And now a quick turnover on the inbounds pass. So the Broncos once held a 5-point lead, now self-destructing just a little bit here as they allow Richardson to score and then turn the ball over on a silly mistake on the inbounds play. Richardson will trigger the ball inbounds for Lapel. He looks, gets it into Frazier between the circles near side here. They're working around the perimeter. Get it up. Three-pointer by Richardson straight away is off the front iron, rattles around, loose now, fought for, and up with it again for Lapel. There's a missed shot by Ratzlaff, and we got a whistle and a foul against Lapel, I believe. That's going to go against White. It's his first team's third. So it'll be Bronco basketball. Broncos hold on to a slim 3-point lead here. Just a minute 15 to play here, quarter number 1. Fleming with it now. Now near side goes to Arnold. Arnold penetrates, takes it all the way to the basket, puts it up off the rim. No good. We've got a foul. I think it's before the shots. It'll be Bronco basketball out underneath their own basket. Stecker will trigger the ball in bounds. Stecker. He looks. Finally gets the ball into Arnold. He's trapped in the corner. They work it around the perimeter now. Fleming with it high right side. 1 minute to play here, quarter number 1. Broncos hold on to a slim 3-point lead. Fleming now between the circles. He penetrates into the lane, kicks it back out to Arnold. Arnold's three-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound loose. He fought for Gothrop has it. He puts it back up, and he's fouled as he's unable to convert. But Caden Gothrop will go to the line with 51 seconds to go here, quarter number 1, with a chance to extend the Bronco lead if he can convert. Caden's first free throws, hard off the back iron, no good. Substitution for Lapel as Alexander re-enters the lineup. Also, Fleming sits down for Daleville, and Derek Lawrence replaces him. Gothrop's second free throw. Up, that one's too hard as well. Rebound's cleared off by Alexander of Lapel. He gets it off to Huber. 45 seconds to play. High left side, it goes to, they get it back to Huber on the near side. Now they go back down inside to Richardson. Richardson scores again. Makes it a 15-14. Broncos hold on to a scant 1-point lead. Arnold with it for Daleville across the timeline, high right side. He penetrates into the lane, takes it all the way to the basket, puts it up off the iron, no good. Rebounds fought for. We're going to get a whistle on a foul. It's going to go against Lapel. That's Lapel's 16th foul. And with that, Daleville calls a timeout with 28 seconds to play. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville High School. The Broncos hold a 1-point lead, 15-14. They'll have the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Just 28.4 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Arnold will trigger the ball in bounds for Daleville. He's being guarded there by the 6'6" Richardson. He looks. Finally tries to get the ball in bounds to Leisure, but unable to connect there. Goes out of bounds. Turnover Daleville gives the ball back over to Lapel. So the Bulldogs now with an opportunity to take a lead maybe their first lead in the game. If they did lead, it was early on. I think this would be the first lead if Lapel can convert here. Frazier with it between the circles, goes high right side. Now they go high post now to Alexander. Alexander now near side to Frazier. Frazier penetrates, skips it out. They get it out on top, back to Frazier now to Huber. Huber dribbles right side, penetrates, gets it back out on top to Richardson. He loses it. It's loose on the floor, out of bounds. Last touched by Frazier of Lapel. So the Broncos still have a chance here to extend this lead or at least go into the break with a lead as there's just 3 seconds left. Now Fleming quickly penetrates into the lane. His runner in the lane's up off the back iron, no good. And that's the way the quarter's going to end. Broncos lead at 15-14 after 1 quarter of play. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, Broncos hold a 1-point lead. Lapel comes back out on the floor. They are going with Frazier, Ratzlaff, Huber, Alexander, and Richardson. Broncos come back with Arnold, Fleming, Gothrop, Leisure, and Lawrence. Fleming now high right side, looking, pressured. Finally tries to get rid of it, gets loose, almost goes out of bounds. He comes back up with it after it touches a couple other players. Fleming now penetrates into the lane. His runner is up, in and out, no good. Rebounds fought for, cleared off by Fleming, but Fleming tries to save it off of a Lapel player, but they're able to handle it. So Alexander with it on the right wing. He gets it out on top to Frazier. His three-pointer is up and good, puts Lapel up 17-15 here at the 7:25 mark of quarter number 2. Fleming now across the timeline as the Broncos work from behind for the first time. He goes high right side to Arnold, left side to Arnold. Now to Leisure. Leisure penetrates into the lane. Looking, goes back down to Arnold on the baseline. He drives left baseline, kicks it out on top to Fleming. Fleming penetrates, puts up a jump shot from the left side. It's no good. Rebounds cleared off by Richardson of Lapel. He gets it off to Frazier. Frazier now looking, gives it to Richardson high post. They work it around down on the baseline. It goes to Ratzlaff. Goes up on top to Frazier. Frazier's three-pointer is up and good. Puts the Bulldogs up by 5. Fleming walks it up slowly for Daleville. Down near side to Arnold. Penetrates into the lane, gives it off to Lawrence. Lawrence penetrates into the lane, gives it back out to Fleming between the circles. Now near side it comes to Arnold. Now to Lawrence. Lawrence shot fakes, penetrates in the lane, gets it off to Fleming. Fleming drives into the lane, puts up a little runner off the front iron, no good. Gets his own rebound. Loose in the lane, kicks it out to Arnold. Arnold's three-pointer near side is no good. He's knocked to the floor, no foul call, and up with it for the Broncos, for the Bulldogs is Huber. Huber now gives the ball off to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff runners up, no good. Rebound cleared off by Arnold of Daleville. He's bumped. We're going to get a foul against Alexander of Lapel. And that should send Daleville to the line. So Tim Arnold will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And substitution for Lapel out of the lineup is Alexander. Re-entering the lineup is Bullard. Tim Arnold with an opportunity to cut into this Bulldog 5-point lead. Free throws up off the iron, no good. Rebound is cleared off by Richardson. Richard now brings it across the timeline himself. Now gives it off to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff goes high right side, or left side, I should say, to Frazier. Now it's Bullard. Bullard goes down inside to Richardson. Richardson tries to bounce past it across the lane, but it's stolen by Daleville. It was Fleming on the steal there. We got a whistle and a foul against Lapel, so Connor Fleming will go to the line. with another chance to cut into this 5-point Bulldog lead. Substitution for Lapel. Ratzel sits down, and re-entering the lineup is, or maybe for the first time tonight, is Dane Bush. Fleming's first free throw's up and good. Connor readies his second one. That was also good. Makes it a 2017 contest. Broncos trail it by 3. Huber up with it for Lapel. Being pressured by Fleming. Both teams in a man-to-man. Down on the baseline, it goes to Bush. Back out on top. Frazier now near side to Bullard. Now right wing, it goes to Huber. Now on top, it goes to Bush. He kicks it off to Bullard. Nearly stolen away by Leisure. And we got a whistle, and a foul is going to go against Bullard of Lapel as he fouls Leisure going for the basketball. And that will send, I believe, Camden to the line. Correction there. It'll be Bronco basketball out of bounds in front of their own bench. Fleming with it high right side for Daleville. He drives, puts up a runner. It's partially blocked, but Connor's going to go to the line and shoot. Chance to shoot a couple, no, 2 more free throws, I should say, as he was in the act of shooting, so he can cut into this Lapel lead even more. That foul goes against Carpenter, Bryce Carpenter of Lapel. First free throws up, in and out, no good. It's his first foul, team's 10th. Second free throw is up and good, makes it a 2018 contest. Lapel leads it by 2. Huber with it now, being guarded by Fleming. 40 feet from the basket, goes high right side to Bullard. Now goes down inside to Carpenter. Carpenter right baseline. They work it around the perimeter. Frazier now to Huber. Huber left wing goes inside to Carpenter. He dumps it down inside. It goes to Richardson, but it's knocked out of bounds. Foul against Daleville. And that goes against Caden Gothrop. It's his second foul. Broncos 7th. Free throw by Richardson's up and good. Richardson readies his second free throw. It's too hard. Rebound's cleared off by Arnold of Daleville. He gives it off to Fleming. Fleming now between the circles. Penetrates into the lane. Dumps it off down inside to Gothrop. Gothrop puts it up, has it knocked away, and out of bounds will be Bronco basketball. Caden working at significant size disadvantage down in there. Arnold looking. Tries to get into Fleming. It's loose on the floor, picked up by Gothrop. Now given off to Fleming. Fleming high left side. He goes high right side to Arnold. Arnold penetrates into the lane. He puts up a left-handed runner off the iron. No good. Rebounds pulled off by Carpenter of Lapel. Carpenter takes it across the timeline. Now gets it off. They work it around the perimeter. Bullard with it right side. Now to Frazier. Now high left side to Carpenter. Carpenter penetrates. Kicks it out. Richardson has it out on top. He shot fakes. Gives it off to Carpenter. Carpenter's three-pointer short. Rebound cleared off by Fleming of Daleville. Fleming now penetrates with it. Now backs it out. He's high on the right side. Now between the circles to Arnold. Arnold penetrates into the lane, goes to Lawrence. They work it around the perimeter. Fleming with it on the right wing. He penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner. It's off the back iron, rattles around and falls in. Trims the Bulldog lead to 1 point as we go into the 4-minute mark here of quarter number 2. Bullard with it now for Lapel. Goes down inside, hits a wide open Carpenter who converts. Makes it a 23-20 Lapel lead. Fleming with it high right side for the Broncos. He backs it out. 3:35 to go here, quarter number 2. He looks for instructions from coach. Now it comes high near side to Arnold. Arnold penetrates, kicks it over to Lawrence. Lawrence with it on the left baseline, dribbles it out, gives it to Fleming 40 feet straight away. He penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner. It's off the iron, no good, gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out to Arnold, to Lawrence. Lawrence's three-pointer's no good. Rebound cleared off by Richardson of Lapel. He gives it off to Frazier. Frazier across the timeline, now high right side. They go down inside to Richardson. Richardson scores again from point-blank range. Makes it a 25-20 Bulldog lead. Will McKinney goes to the scores tables for the Broncos. He'll re-enter here shortly. Fleming with it high right side. Gets it to Arnold. Arnold 40 feet from the basket on the dribble now. He penetrates, puts up a little runner. It's too strong. Loose fought for. Bullock comes up with it for. Bullard, I should say, comes up with it for Lapel. Bullard, straightaway three-pointers off the front iron. No good. Rebound cleared off by Arnold. And Richardson falls on him. So it'll be a foul against Richardson. And that will send Tim Arnold to the line, as that is at least the 10th foul of the half on Lapel. Tim Arnold readies his first free throw. Looks to cut into this 5-point Bulldog lead. First free throw's up, in and out, no good. We got substitutions as Alexander re-enters the lineup for Lapel and Will McKinney re-enters the lineup for the Broncos. Gotham sits down for Daleville and Richardson sits down for Lapel. Second free throw's up, no good. So if we're going to get into this, we've got to knock down free throws. Up with it, right side, Alexander for Lapel, gets it back out on top to Carpenter, now near side to Frazier. Frazier tries to go down inside to Alexander, but he's bumped. There'll be a foul against Arnold, I believe. Correction, they're going to get McKinney on that foul. So he quickly picks up his third foul. And Will has to go right back to the bench and sit down. I'm sure we won't see him until second half. Alexander's free throw. It's up and good. Extends the Bulldog lead to 6. With an opportunity to bump it up one more. Second free throw by Alexander is also good. Makes it a 27-20 Bulldog lead here. 2:15 to play, quarter number 2. Fleming with it high right side for Daleville, being pressured there by Frazier. He penetrates into the lane, tries to dump it off to Gothard, but it's knocked away and stolen away. Lapel up with it. Frazier now high right side. It goes to Carpenter. He dumps it off. Three-pointers up and no good there by Bullock, or Bullard, I should say. Fleming up with it for Daleville. He penetrates. He puts up a runner. That's no good, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Connor Fleming with yet another opportunity to cut into this Bulldog lead. That free throw is too hard off the back iron. Don't have the numbers in front of me, but the free throw percentage for the Broncos here in the first half is not great. Bullard sits down for Lapel, and he is replaced by Hagan, Ross Hagan. Fleming's second free throw, this one he converts, makes it a 26-21 ball game. Bulldogs lead it by 6, 1:48 to play here, quarter number 2. Frazier with it now, reverses it around on the left wing to Huber, back out on top to Carpenter. Carpenter, reverse dribble, loses it, picked up by Lawrence of Daleville. He gives it off to Fleming. Fleming now between the circles. He backs it back out. Fleming, behind the back dribble, goes down the lane, tries to dump it off into Gothard, but stolen away again. Another turnover by the Broncos. Up with it near side for Lapel. They got down on the baseline. It goes to Hagan, back out on top between the circles to Frazier. Now they get it finally down inside Alexander. And Alexander's going to be fouled by Stecker. That's Max's first foul, but the Broncos' ninth. So Alexander goes to the line. First free throw rattles around, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Stecker. He gets it off to Fleming. 1:05 to play, first quarter. Fleming in no hurries, high right side. Fleming now between the circles, being pressured by Frazier. He penetrates into the lane, puts up another runner. It's up, no good. We got a whistle. And I'm not sure what the call was there. I missed the official's signal. I don't know if it was a 5-second call. Nonetheless, it's Bulldog basketball. They lead it by 6. High right side it goes. Now back out on top to Frazier. Now high left side to Huber. They go down inside. It goes to Carpenter. Carpenter loses. It's loose on the floor. Finally picked up by Alexander. He puts it up. It's no good, but he's going to be fouled. So to the line will go Cole Alexander. That's Stecker. They're going to get Stecker on the foul. That's his second. Alexander readies his first free throw. It rolls around and goes in, puts Lapel up by 7. 30.1 seconds to go here in the half. And into the lineup for the first time tonight for the Broncos is Nathan Dillon. Alexander readies his second free throw. It's up and good. Makes it a 29-21 contest. Bulldogs lead it by 8. Fleming now directs traffic. High right side. Lapel looks to be standing in a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone defense. 9 seconds. Fleming with it. 5 seconds. He drives right side, gives it off to Leisure. Leisure now to Lawrence, has it stolen away. Fleming picks it up. He shoots it. It's not off in time, and that's going to end the first half of play as the Lapel Bulldogs hold on to a 29-21 halftime lead over our own Daleville Broncos. We're going to take a couple-minute break. Hopefully we'll have some halftime numbers. You are listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville High School, where the Lapel Bulldogs hold a 29-21 lead over our Daleville Broncos. And we'll look at some of the first half scoring. First, for the visiting Bulldogs of Lapel, Noah Frazier had 2 3-point field goals for 6 points. Cole Alexander was 5 of 7 from the line for 5 points. And Luke Richardson, who came into the ballgame tonight averaging 23.5 points, is quickly on his way, if not ahead of pace, of scoring that many points again tonight, as he hit 4 field goals and was 6 of 8 from the line for 14 points. So Richardson with 14 points in the first half. And then also Gage White, the 6'5" post player for Lapel, had 2 2-point field goals for 4 points. So 4 players scored, led by the 14 points of Luke Richardson. 4 players scored there for the Lapel Bulldogs in the first half. The Broncos, Connor Fleming, he had 2 2-point field goals and hit 5 of 8 free throws, it appears. So he wound up with 9 points. Camden Leisure had 1 3-pointer for 3 points. Tim Arnold also had 1 3-pointer for 3 points. Will McKinney had a 1 2-point field goal for 2 points. Max Stecker, a 2-point field goal for 2 points. Caden Gothrop, a 2-point field goal for 2 points. So the Broncos were led there by Connor Fleming with 9 points. And taking a quick look there, the Broncos missed 8 free throws in the first half there to add to the multiple woes of the Broncos there in the first half of play. We'll take another break for a couple minutes and be back with second half action. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, we're just about ready to get things started for the third quarter of play. We're looking to score by quarters there. Broncos jumped out to a 15-14 lead and had a lead of as many as 5 there in the first quarter, and even early into the second quarter. But then the Bulldogs came out and outscored the Broncos 15-6 in the second quarter of play. And Broncos did not shoot well from the line as they missed 8 free throws there in the first half. Also, Lapel was able to get the ball down low and inside numerous times to their big men, led by the 14 points of the 6'5.5" Luke Richardson. It will be Bulldog basketball to get things started here in the third quarter of play. Bulldogs coming back with Alexander, Huber, White, Carpenter, and Frazier, as Richardson does not start out the second half of play. Broncos back with Fleming. Lapel basketball. Between the circles is Huber. Goes high right side to Alexander. Alexander tries to lob it down inside to Carpenter, but he has to save it. They get it back inbounds. Fleming now goes inside to White, who misses a layup. No good. Rebound cleared off there by the Broncos. Derek Lawrence. Arnold with it for Daleville. Gives it off to Fleming now between the circles. Broncos still trail it by 8. Arnold with it high right side. He penetrates. Kicks it off to Fleming. Fleming penetrates. Reverse dribble into the lane. Puts up a scoop shot. It's up and good. Cuts the Bulldog lead to 6. Huber up with it for Lapel. Goes high left side to Frazier. Frazier looking. Tries to go high post, but it's stolen away there. Loose on the court. Finally picked up by the Broncos' Camden Leisure. McKinney's the one who got the initial hand on the ball. Fleming with it now. Comes near side to Lawrence. Lawrence shot fake. Drives right baseline. Puts up a little shot in the lane. It's up and good. Makes it a 29-25 contest. Broncos trim the Bulldog lead to 4. Huber with it. 40 feet from the basket. Now gives it off to Frazier, who tries to lob it inside to Carpenter, but it's lost and out of bounds. They're going to get a foul, I believe, against Will McKinney. Kind of a mystery call there, but nonetheless, that's Will's 4th foul. So Will, fighting significant foul problems all evening, will have to sit back down at the 6:40 mark of quarter number 3, and one would assume that he'll be out probably until the 4th quarter. Carpenter into the lineup, tries to lob it in quickly to White, but it goes out of bounds. And it was last touched by White. They thought maybe the Bronco had touched it, but the officials say that it was last touched by Lapel. Now the officials confer. I think they're going to give the ball back to Lapel. So Richardson will trigger the ball inbounds for the Bulldogs in front of his own bench. Gets the ball inbounds to Huber. Huber now goes to high right wing to Carpenter. Now between the circles to Frazier, near side to Huber. Back out on top to Carpenter. Carpenter's 3-pointers off the back iron, no good, but it's put back up and in by Richardson. He's fouled in the process. So Lapel's Luke Richardson with a chance for a 3-point play if he can convert this free throw. Bulldogs extend the lead to 6. He'll have an opportunity to bump it up to 7 if he can convert. Richardson free throws, too hard off the back iron, rebound cleared off by Arnold, gives it off to Fleming of Daleville. Broncos trail it by 6. Fleming now between the circles, backs it back out. Now goes to Arnold, high left side. Arnold directs traffic. He has it, drives left side, skips it back out on top to Fleming. Fleming penetrates into the lane, crossover dribble, looking, kicks it out to Arnold. Arnold shot fakes, penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner, has it blocked away by the 6'6" Richardson. Out of bounds, Bronco basketball. Max Stecker will trigger the ball in bounds for Daleville. 6 minutes to play here, quarter number 3. Stecker looking. Gets the ball inbounds to Fleming. Fleming double team down on the paint. They're going to call him for a travel. A lot of contact in there, but they're going to nail him for the travel nonetheless. Gives the ball back over to Lapel. Huber with it for the Bulldogs across the timeline, being pressured by Fleming. Huber goes high right side to Frazier. Frazier back out on top now to Carpenter. Carpenter lobs it inside to Richardson. His shot's up no good. Gets his own rebound, and it's no good again. But they are going to say that Max Stecker fouled him in the act. And, yeah, Stecker, that's his third foul. Richardson knocks down the first free throw. Second free throws, rattles around and falls in. Makes it a 33-25 contest. Broncos trail it by 8. Fleming with it now between the circles for Daleville. Goes high right side to Lawrence. Lawrence on the right wing. He crossover dribbles, drives right baseline. He's cut off. 10-foot jump shot baseline's no good. Rebound cleared off by Frazier, but stolen and back by Lawrence, but he tries to shovel past it, and it's knocked away, picked up by Lapel. High right side with it is Carpenter. Carpenter looking. Gets it out to Frazier between the circles, now to Huber. Huber back to Carpenter. Carpenter now right wing to Frazier. Gets it down inside to White. White's jump shot in the lane's no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and this time he scores it. So a bucket there for the 6'5" Gage White. Makes it a 35-25, 10-point Bulldog lead. Probably the biggest lead of the ball game for Lapel, I believe. There's a running hook shot in the lane by Fleming, no good. Rebounds cleared off by Lapels across the timeline with its Frazier. Frazier, high right side goes to Carpenter. Carpenter lobs it, tries to lob it down inside to Richardson, but it's knocked away, picked up by the Broncos as Arnold gives it off to Fleming. Fleming gets it to Lawrence. Lawrence, right wing jump shot is no good. Rebounds pulled off by Richardson of Lapel. He gives it off to Huber. Huber across the timeline. Goes down right baseline to Frazier. Frazier's 15-foot fall away. Jump shot's no good. Rebounds cleared off by Lawrence of Daleville. He gives it off to Arnold. Arnold up quickly right side. Takes it to the basket. His runner's up, no good. Rebound fought for, loose, knocked away and picked up by Daleville. They go to Lawrence. Lawrence is into the lane. His shot in the lane's no good. Rebounds cleared off by Carpenter of Lapel. Gives it off to Huber. Huber high right side. Comes near side now to Frazier. Now left wing it goes to Carpenter. Carpenter goes high post, and then they go down low post to Richardson, scores a point-blank range. And with that, Coach Stotler wants a timeout. Lapel expands the lead to 12, 37-25, 3:58 to go here, quarter number 3. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. $37-25 your score. Bulldogs lead it by 12, their biggest lead of the contest. 3:58 to go, third quarter of play. Bronco basketball. Arnold triggers the ball inbounds to Fleming. Fleming now walks it across the timeline. Goes high right side to Arnold, back to Fleming. Fleming now uses the ball screen, penetrates into the lane, kicks off the Leisure. Leisure's three-pointer left baseline short. Rebound pulled off there by Carpenter. Carpenter gets it up quickly to Huber. Huber's layup is up off the rim and rolls in. Basket by Huber puts the Bulldogs up by 14 now. Fleming between the circles. Drives it left wing, gives it back out to Stecker. Back to Fleming, now to Arnold. Arnold high right side goes to the baseline to Leisure. Back to Arnold. Arnold goes left baseline to Lawrence. His three-pointer's up and good. Gets the Broncos back within 11 as we get to the 3.3 minute mark, I should say, of quarter number 3. Huber with it for Lapel. Goes high right side to Carpenter. Carpenter high post now to Richardson. Back to Carpenter. High right side. Now Huber with it between the circles. Now left wing to Frazier, who lobs it into Richardson. Richardson another point blank layup. Makes it a 41-28 ball game. Bulldogs get good ball movement. They're able to get it down inside to the big people, and it's hard for the Broncos to defend that. Arnold with it high left side for Daleville. Now to Fleming. Fleming to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Fleming, who penetrates into the lane. Now baseline three-pointer by Arnold. Short off the front iron, no good. Rebound loose, knocked away by Daleville. They give it to Stecker, who has it blocked away by Carpenter. It's loose on the floor. It goes out of bounds, but they think they're going to get Frazier of Lapel on the foul. That foul goes against Huber of Lapel. So it's Huber's foul. Broncos with it. Arnold left side, penetrates into the lane. Looking in the lane, gives it off to Leisure. Leisure has it stolen away. And we're going to get a travel against Huber of Lapel. So Broncos will maintain possession. And at the 2:03 mark, Coach Stotler wants a timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Daleville basketball out underneath their own basket. 2:03 to play, quarter number 3. 41-28 your score. Lapel leads it by 13. Stecker will trigger the ball in bounds. He looks. Always difficult to get it in against the size, but he's able to get it into Fleming. Fleming now. Circles around now. Straight away. We're under 2 minutes to play here. Quarter number 3. Fleming directs traffic. Gets a ball screen from Stecker. Now gives it off to Leisure, high left side. He has it knocked away momentarily, but Stecker comes up with it. Now back to Leisure. Penetrates in the lane, kicks it out to Arnold. Arnold penetrates. Now 14-foot straightaway jump shot's up and good. So Tim Arnold knocks down a jumper, makes it a 41-30 contest. Carpenter with it high right side for Lapel. He gives it to Frazier, now near side to Huber. Huber goes high post to Richardson. Down inside it goes to White. Layup is up and good there by Gage White. Bumps the Lapel lead back up to 13. Fleming across the timeline comes high right side to Arnold. Arnold, runner in the lane, is up and good. Trims the lead back down to 11 as we near the 1 minute mark here of quarter number 3. Left side with it is Frazier on the wing, gets it across to Carpenter. Carpenter high right side, we're going to get a foul, and looks like they're going to get Arnold, I believe, with the bump there away from the ball. So it'll be Lapel basketball. Richardson will trigger in underneath the Bulldog basket. Substitution for Lapel. Back into the lineup comes number 24, Ratzlaff. And sitting down is Noah Frazier. Richardson tries to trigger the ball quickly inside to White. He does. He puts it up, misses it. Rebound pulled off by Arnold of Daleville. Arnold now looking, gives it back off to They work it around to Fleming, back out on top to Arnold. It's Lawrence who had it there momentarily. Arnold penetrates into the lane, tries to kick it out, but it's stolen away by Carpenter of Lapel. Lapel, he gives it off to Ratzlaff. Knocked around a little bit, finally picked back up by the Bulldogs, and now it is Carpenter who has it 40 feet from the basket, high right side. 25 seconds to play here, quarter number 3. Lapel with it. Huber with it now between the circles, 18 seconds, 15 seconds. They go high post to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff goes on the dribble, kicks it back out to Huber. Huber knocks down a 3, makes it a 46-32 game with 4 seconds to play, 2 seconds to play. Fleming runs into the lane, has it blocked away, and Fleming picks up the foul at the quarter break there. So Fleming will shoot 2 free throws, I believe, as there's no time left on the clock. Officials are going to discuss it. But Fleming's at the line. No time left on the clock, but they're going to bring the players back out to line up for the free throws. Foul goes against Huber. That's his second. Correction, it goes against Carpenter, his second. Free throw by Fleming's up and good. They put 0.3 seconds back up on the board. Fleming readies his second free throw. That one's also good. Makes it a 46-34 contest, and that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. We'll take a break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, where the Lapel Bulldogs outscored the Broncos 17-13 there in the third quarter of play to extend what was an 8-point halftime lead to a 12-point lead at the quarter break. Again, 46-34. Lapel leads Daleville as we're just about ready to get the fourth quarter started. It's going to be Daleville basketball on the near side. Tim Arnold will trigger the ball inbounds. Gets the ball inbounds to Fleming. McKinney's re-entered the lineup with Daleville. He has 4 fouls. Fleming now. Between the circles on the dribble. Goes high left side to Leisure. Leisure drives left baseline. He's cut off. Loose ball knocked away. Out of bounds, last touch by Huber of Lapel. Broncos will retain possession. Arnold to trigger the ball in bounds, gets the ball in bounds to McKinney. McKinney drives the lane, puts up a runner. It's up and good. We got a foul. So McKinney quickly makes use of his opportunity to play here, as he had very little playing time as he's been in serious foul trouble. But Will McKinney will go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play if he can convert here. He's trimmed the lead, the Bulldog lead to 10. He'll try to get it down to 9. His free throw is up and good. Makes it a 46-37 contest. Broncos get it back under 10 for the first time in some time. Huber for Lapel, working against pressure, goes high right side to Carpenter. Now they go high post to White. White gives it off now to Ratzlaff. Now to high post it goes to White. Now it goes left side to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff's back out on top to Carpenter. Now right wing. It goes to Huber, who goes down inside to White. They give it off to Richardson. Richardson drives the lane, has it knocked away, and they're going to call a foul on Daleville, as the crowd thought that was a clean block or clean knockaway, but they're going to send Richardson to the line nonetheless. That foul goes against Derek Lawrence. It's his second. Scoreboard shows team's 5th. Richardson ready as the first free throw. It's around the rim and out. He'll have a second one. Richardson's second free throw is up and good. Puts Lapel back up on top by 10, 47-37. 7:15 to play here in the ball game. Fleming between the circles, penetrates into the lane, dumps off to Lawrence right baseline, gets it out on top to Arnold. Arnold penetrates into the lane, puts up a runner off the back iron, rattles around and falls in. So Tim Arnold scores, trims the Lapel lead to 8. Huber now across the timeline, goes high right side to Carpenter. Carpenter right wing, goes down inside to Richardson. Richardson scores again. Richardson able to catch the ball deep in the low post there and is pretty much unstoppable. Between the circles, Fleming has it high right side to Arnold. They go down the baseline to Leisure, back to Arnold. Arnold penetrates, looks, goes back to Leisure. Leisure, back to Arnold. Arnold skips it across to Lawrence, now on top to Fleming, now to Arnold, now to Leisure. Leisure to Arnold. Three-pointer left wing is off the front iron, no good. But the rebounds put that up and put in for Will McKinney. So Will McKinney makes up for lost time, scoring 5 quick points here in the early going of the fourth quarter. Near side, it comes to Rathliff. Goes down inside to Richardson. Richardson has the ball inside, but misses, gets his own rebound, puts it up and scores, and he's going to go to the line. So Broncos were able to stop Richardson from scoring that first time he got it in the low post on that possession, but they were unable to keep him blocked out and got the rebound, put it back up, scored, and he'll go to the line with a chance for a three-point play and a chance to put Lapel back up on top by 11. Richardson's free throw, up and good, makes it a 52-41 Lapel lead. Fleming now, between the circles. Goes high right side. They work it on the perimeter. Lawrence back to Arnold. Arnold high left side. Looking. Now to Fleming between the circles. Now left baseline. It goes to Lawrence. Lawrence's three-pointers off the back iron. Rattles around no good. Rebounds cleared off by White of Lapel. He gets it off to Ratzliff. Ratzliff. Now to Carpenter. 40 feet from the basket. Now Ratzliff near side. Back to Carpenter. Now right wing. It goes to Huber. Now on top to Ratzliff. Now to Huber. Huber goes down inside to White. White's turnaround jump shot. Right side's no good. Rebounds cleared off by McKinney. McKinney gives the ball off to Fleming. Fleming now looking. Reverses his dribble. Look now. Gets it near side to Arnold. Arnold penetrates into the lane. Takes it all the way to the basket. It's off the front iron. No good. Rebounds cleared off by White by White of Lapel. They go to Richardson, who gets back to White in the lane. His runner's no good. Rebounds tapped up by Carpenter, but they say he went over the back, so it's going to be Daleville basketball. That is the third foul against Carpenter. Scoreboard shows 4 fouls against Lapel. Fleming with it now. Between the circles for Daleville. Goes high right side to Arnold. To Lawrence. Back to Arnold. Now it goes down inside to McKinney, who puts it up and scores. So McKinney was 7 points here, if my memory serves me correctly, in the first 3.5 minutes or so of quarter number 4. Carpenter with it now. Goes right wing to Huber. Huber being guarded tightly by Fleming. Huber gets it back out on top to Carpenter. Now to White. White goes near side to Rathliff. Now on top to Carpenter. Carpenter holds the ball. Looking, being guarded there by Arnold. Now they go down inside to White and are going to get a foul. It's going to go against Lawrence. Bumped White, I believe, as he caught the ball in the low post. So Gage White will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1, because that's the 7th foul against Daleville. Broncos have gotten it down under 10, but White has a chance to put Lapel back up by 11 if he can knock down these free throws, and he does so on the first one. White readies the second free throw. It is up, rattles around and falls in, makes it a 54-43 contest. So the Broncos playing a bigger, longer team, but they're still within striking distance if they can make some things happen quickly here. Fleming with it high right side. Backs it out. Looks for the ball screen. Gets it. Goes to Arnold high left side. Near the 4-minute mark. Now Fleming back to Arnold. Arnold drives left baseline. Tries to go down inside to McKinney, but it's kicked. Broncos will maintain possession. Broncos were really fortunate there, as that pass was really forced. It really wasn't there, but Lapel kicked it. So Arnold will trigger the ball inbounds for the Broncos underneath their own basket. Arnold looking. Lobs it into Fleming into the backcourt. Fleming now penetrates into the lane. Scoop shots up and good. Connor Fleming with a big bucket gets it down to a 9-point Bulldog lead. Huber with it now. Goes high right side to Carpenter. Carpenter, oh, they're going to get Arnold there with a reach-in foul. A little bit ticky-tack there. Carpenter's going to go to the line. That is Arnold's third foul, I believe. Free throws up and no good there by Carpenter. Broncos clear the rebound. Fleming with it between the circles. Fleming now penetrates into the lane, backs it out, gives it. Three-pointer is on the way and good. Will McKinney, with my calculations are correct, his 10th point of the quarter and trims the Bulldog lead to 6 with 3:20 to play in the ball game. Huber now goes to Ratzlaff. They work it around to Alexander. Alexander goes down inside to Richardson. Richardson's turnaround jump shots up and good. Makes it a 56-48 game. Fleming, high right side. Now has it between the circles. 3 minutes to go in the game. Fleming penetrates in the lane, kicks it out to McKinney. McKinney's 15-foot jump shot straight away is good. Will McKinney makes it a 56-50 ball game. Huber with it for the Bulldogs, being guarded tightly by Fleming, and that's going to be a turnover as Fleming forced the bad pass, gives the ball back over to Daleville. Broncos trailing by just 6. 2:42 to go in the ball game. Fleming now between the circles, uses the ball screen, reverses to McKinney. McKinney back to Fleming, uses the ball screen again. Fleming penetrates, kicks it out to Leisure. He gives it to McKinney. He kicks it back out. They're working around the perimeter. Leisure's three-pointer's up and good. Makes it a 56-53 ball game. And with that, Coach Jimmy Howell, Lapel Bulldogs, won a timeout. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. (56-53) your score. The Lapel Bulldogs hold on to just a 3-point lead, and they had led by at least 11 earlier in the quarter, if not 13. I'm not sure, but Will McKinney has come off the bench here to start the fourth quarter and has scored. And I don't have a statistician here keeping them for me, but I believe he scored 10 points here in the quarter to help trim that lead to 3. Also a big bucket by Camden Leisure. Lapel basketball. High right side. They go down inside once again to Richardson. His turnaround shot's knocked away. They strip it from him loose on the court. Bulldogs pick it back up. That's Ratzlaff. They get it back out on top to Carpenter between the circles. 2 minutes to play in the ball game. High right side, it goes to Huber. Huber now to Carpenter. Carpenter, 35 feet from the basket, being guarded by Arnold. Carpenter goes near side to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff penetrates into the lane, kicks it out to Huber. They go down inside to Richardson. He's doubled. They kick it back out to Ratzlaff. Now back to Ratzlaff in the corner. Back out on top to Carpenter. 1:37 to play in the ball game. Huber between the circles being guarded by Fleming. He goes high right side to Alexander. Alexander gives it off. They go down inside to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff's runners in the lane's no good. Rebound's pulled off by Richardson. He puts it back up, and it's good, but we'll see if they're going to count the basket. Foul goes against Daleville. Are they going to count the basket? It looks like it was before the shot. So the score stays 56-53, but Luke Richardson will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, I believe. correction. It's a 1-and-1. Richardson will shoot the 1-and-1. His first free throw is up and good. Makes it a 57-53 contest. Richardson will have one more. 1:27 to go in the ball game. Richardson's second free throw. It's up, rattles around, and falls in. Makes it a 58-53, 5-point Bulldog lead. Fleming with it for Daleville between the circles. 1 minute, 20 seconds to play in the ball game. Fleming now. Patient with it, backs it out. Can't take too much time here. He gets the ball screen from Stecker. Leisure with it. Now Fleming. Now Arnold between the circles. 1:05 to play. Lawrence back to Fleming. Fleming penetrates. Jump shot in the lane is up and no good, but he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Connor Fleming. That foul goes against, I think they're going to get Carpenter. Fleming's free throw is up and good. The foul was against Bryce Carpenter. That's his 4th. Only 5 team fouls, according to the scoreboard, on Lapel. Fleming with a chance to cut it to 3. Second free throw is up, rattles around and falls in. Makes it a 58-55 contest. And with that, Coach Stotler wants a full timeout. We'll take a break with the Broncos trailing by 3. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. (58-55) your score, 59.8 seconds to play. It'll be Lapel basketball. They'll be going the length of the court. Broncos pick up in some three-quarter court pressure. Richardson with it now. He's unguarded. They give it off to Ratzlaff. He's being pressured by Leisure. Ratzlaff now looking. Gives it off to Carpenter. And we're going to get a reach in and a foul against Arnold. And that will put Carpenter to the line. And he will be shooting the double bonus, I believe. So Bryce Carpenter shooting 2 free throws. First one's up and good. Puts Lapel up by 4. He'll have a chance to make it 5. Substitution. Stecker sits down and into the lineup for just the second time in the ballgame tonight is Nathan Dillon. Carpenter's second free throw. Up and also good. Makes it a 60-55 contest. Fleming with it now. Under 50 seconds to play. Fleming between the circles, looking. Goes high left side to Arnold. Arnold penetrates, kicks it off to Dillon. Dillon gives it off to Fleming. Fleming into the lane, puts up a runner. It's up, no good, but Connor will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws and try to cut into this 5-point Bulldog lead with 38.6 seconds to go in the ballgame. Stecker goes back to the scorer's table. I'm assuming he may be coming back in for Dillon. Fleming's free throw is too strong. Broncos still trail it by 5. Stecker re-enters the lineup for Dillon. See if Connor can convert this second free throw. Up, off the iron, no good. Rebound cleared off by Alexander. Alexander gives the ball off to Huber. Huber between the circles now. 30 seconds to play in the ball game. We've got to get a reach-in foul. That's how to go against Fleming. So Huber will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As we said, Lapel and double bonus. They'll be shooting 2 free throws from here on out. Broncos with Fleming had a chance to cut the Bulldog lead to 3, but were unable to do so. Lapel still holds on to that 5-point lead. Huber's first free throw's up and good. Dillon replaces Stecker in the Bronco lineup. Second free throw by Huber is also good. Makes it a 7-point ball game. And whistle and a timeout called by Lapel. We'll take another short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. .7 seconds left in the ball game. Lapel leads it by 7, 62-55. Bronco basketball. Arnold will trigger the ball inbounds to Fleming. Fleming being guarded by Carpenter. He's up with it quickly. Looking, Arnold with it now. Broncos got to work quickly. Dillon goes high right side to Fleming. Fleming now to Lawrence. Lawrence's three-pointer straight away is short. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Bulldog basketball. The Broncos will say it was touched, but they're not going to get a call. Broncos pick up in full court pressure. 17.4 seconds to go. Broncos trail it by 7. Leisure quickly fouls Ratzlaff. So Reed Ratzlaff will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Ratzlaff raises his first free throw. It's up too strong. 16.1 seconds to go in the ball game. All the Bulldogs are back off the free throw line. Second free throw is also no good. Dillon gives it off. They finally get it off to Fleming. Fleming takes it to the basket. He puts up a runner. It's no good. Rebound. Lawrence puts it back up. It's no good. Rebounds fought for, pulled off by the Bulldogs. Carpenter, but was knocked out of bounds with 5.9 seconds to play. So Broncos have it. Arnold triggers it into Leisure. Leisure kicks under the basket. It's no good. Put back up by Arnold, and it's no good. But he was fouled by Richardson with just 2.7 seconds to go in the ball game. Pretty much all academic now, as Arnold will shoot 2 free throws. First one's up, in and out, no good. Second one is up off the back iron, no good. And that is going to do it. Your final score this evening in a hard-fought contest is Lapel 62, Daleville 55. We'll be back with some final numbers in a couple minutes here. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, where the Lapel Bulldogs have taken a 62-55 victory over the Daleville Broncos. If we look at the score by quarters, Daleville jumped out to a 15-14 first quarter lead. Then the Bulldogs outscored the Broncos 15-6 in quarter number 2 to make it a 29-21 Lapel advantage at halftime. Then in the third quarter, the Bulldogs were able to extend that lead as they outscored Daleville 17-13 to make it a 46-34 spread at the end of the third quarter. But then in quarter number 4, the Broncos put up 21 points to the Bulldogs 16 to give you the final score of 62-55. And I know that Daleville had trimmed the lead to as little as 3 points after trailing by at least 12. So a strong effort there in the fourth quarter to outscore Lapel 21-16 in that final quarter to make it a very close, very tight, very hard fought ball game for the Bulldogs tonight. It was not easy for them to come in here and get a win over the Broncos here at Bronco Gymnasium this evening. We'll take another break, and as I said, hopefully we'll have the final individual scoring totals for you in a couple minutes. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville High School for the final time. We'll look at some final individual scoring totals. First, for the victorious Lapel Bulldogs, they were led tonight by the 32 points of Luke Richardson, as he was nearly unstoppable down in the low block. He had 10 2-point field goals, was 12 of 15 from the line for that 32 points, and he was the only Bulldog in double figures. One of their other big men, Gage White, a 6'5" junior, he had 4 2-point field goals for it says 4 2-point field goals and 2 of 2 from the line, but then changed his total to 8 points, so I'm not sure what's correct. He had either 8 or 10. Not sure there. Carson Huber, starting point guard, he had 7 points on 1 2-point field goal. 1 3-point field goal, was 2 of 2 from the line. 6 points there tonight by Noah Frazier on 2 3-point field goals. 5 points from Cole Alexander, as he was 5 from 7 from the line, so all of his points coming from the 3-point line. And then also 4 points were added there by Bryce Carpenter, their third big man, who spent a lot of his evening on the perimeter, however, as they've got him for 4 points in the total, but only 2 of 3 from the line. So the discrepancy there, I think, is between Carpenter and the White as to whether White had 8 and Carpenter 4, or whether White had 10 and Carpenter for 2. I'm not sure what it is there. Nonetheless, the Bulldogs were led by the 32 points of the senior post player, Luke Richardson. Looking at the Broncos this evening, they were led in scoring by the 17 points of Connor Fleming. The other player in double figures tonight was Will McKinney. Will was riddled with foul trouble all evening long. He had 2 points in the first quarter, did not score in the second or third quarters, did not play very much in the second or the third quarters, came off the bench on fire in the fourth quarter, scoring 12 points in that quarter. He had 4 2-point field goals and 1 3-point field goal, and did knock down 1 free throw for his 14 points. So Fleming was 17, McKinney with 14. Those are the only 2 in double figures. Tim Arnold did chip in with 9 points, as he had 3 2-point field goals, had 1 3-point field goal, was 0 of 5 from the free throw line, however, for 9 points. So Arnold with an opportunity there to both put himself into double figures and help the Broncos. Not just his fault, though, as free throws were one of the big stories tonight for the Broncos. So 9 points for Arnold, 6 points from Camden Leisure, as he hit 2 3-pointers, 1 in the first quarter, 1 in the fourth quarter. 5 points by Derek Lawrence, so he was under his average tonight. He had 1 2-point field goal, 1 3-point field goal. Max Stecker had 1 2-point field goal for 2 points, and Caden Gothrop also had 1 2-point field goal for 2 points. So the Broncos were led tonight by the 17 points of point guard Connor Fleming and the 14 points of Will McKinney, 12 of those 14 points coming in that all-important fourth quarter. Broncos, as I said, the big story, just 10 of 22 from the free throw line tonight, and they fall by 7 points. So that is going to just about do it from here. We look at the Broncos, their lapel record, I should say, bumps up to 4-3. Broncos are now 2-7. The next game for the Broncos will be after Christmas on Friday, December the 28th, here at Bronco Gymnasium. It's a conference game against the Eastern Hancock Royals. That's going to just about do it from here at Daleville High School. We will see you next time. Good evening, everyone.